Hi guys, this is Vaishnavi and in today's video I'm going to take a personality test. So if you guys want to take this test for yourself, link is in the description below and yeah, let's get started. Alright, you regularly make new friends. Strongly disagree. I only have one friend. I hate crowd in my life and I do have like some classmates, old classmates. These people try to get in touch with me, be friends with me, but then why would I respond them if they talk shit about me behind my back, right? And who the fuck cares? So I really don't respond to them. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest.
Agree.
Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. That never happens, but if there is a case of like funeral or something and somebody's crying, the closed person, then I imagine myself in their position and like I can't control, then I just cry a lot. So, yeah, I somewhat agree to it. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Dude, firstly, I never make a backup plan. Who makes the backup plan for a backup plan? Like, how insecure they are. No, I don't do that. Look, you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Disagree. I panic a lot when I'm in pressure. Literally my hands freezes and I can't even speak. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Okay, in this case, I have never been to any social events yet because I'm a big time introvert and yeah, so in this case, I think it's better to keep it neutral because I really don't know what will I do. Either I will talk to the people I know or maybe to strangers. I really don't know. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Absolutely agree. I like to do one thing at a time. Otherwise, I just mess up everything. You're very sentimental. I used to be very sentimental, but now it's like I'm improving myself, like I'm learning to control my emotions. I just hate crying, okay? So if I become more emotional, I just cry. And that's why I'm learning to, control my emotions, if that makes sense. But that's what it is.
So I will say kind of sentimental. Okay, yeah.
You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Of course, because when I make lists, I tend to complete the task even earlier than when I don't make the list. So yeah, and there is a kind of satisfaction in ticking the completed task. So I like doing that, and that helps me. So yes, completely agree. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Actually, no, not a small mistake. Big mistakes, yeah, I can say. I doubt myself when I make big mistakes, but not when I do the small mistakes. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. No, I really don't do that because I don't like doing that. So, kind of disagree because I haven't even tried it. So, yeah. You're not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. See, if I have knowledge about it, then I really love to discuss about it with people, but if I don't have any knowledge about it or very little, then I just love to listen to people what are they saying and get extra knowledge. So in this case, I will go with slightly disagree. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Actually, I will go with neutral for this thing because what I feel is if we use more of our brain than our heart, then maybe somewhere we will like get hurt in the emotional part, and if we use more of our heart and not the brain, then we may make the decisions that logically are not good for us. So yes, I keep the balance between them and I will keep it neutral. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at a given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Absolutely. Yes, I agree because I really don't like to, follow the particular daily routine. Like at 1 p.m. I have to have the lunch. In the morning I have to get the shower. No, I just don't like doing that. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Yes, I kind of agree. Like, I don't really give a shit about what people think about me when they first meet me because obviously they don't know me and they can't even know me when they first meet me. So, yeah, I don't really care about it. You enjoy participating in group activities? Absolutely not. I'm an introvert. I don't do that. Like, no. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation and ending. Yes, I agree. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Here again, I will say it's a neutral situation because I love seeing people succeed, okay? And obviously, who doesn't love their own accomplishments? So I will just keep it neutral. You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Of course, yes, I'm interested in so many things. Like, I really can't decide what should I do now or what should be the next thing. I can't really prioritize them. There are like so many of them. You're prone to worrying that things will get a turn for the worst. I kind of agree, yes. Sometimes I make plans for myself and I really do think that I will succeed, but there's still, somewhere that feeling is always there of worrying. So yeah, kind of feel like it. You avoid leadership roles in a group settings. Yes, I do agree because I'm too lazy to handle the things. You're definitely not an artistic type of person. I am artistic type of person. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. I kind of think that there should be a balance between logic and feelings, because I think logic should be used wherever necessary and feelings should be used wherever necessary. There is no such thing like less or more in logic and feelings for me, but then I also think that logic solves more of a problem, so I will kind of agree to it. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yes, I do that if I'm not too tired, so yeah, slightly agree to it. You enjoy watching people argue. I hate arguments, so no, disagree. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. If that happens automatically, then I let it happen, otherwise, no, I don't do anything. Kind of disagree. Your mood can change very quickly. You know what happens when I'm very happy and something bad happens, then I get sad very quickly, but vice versa. If I'm sad and there's something good happening out there, then I just take a lot of time to, be normal and be happy again. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Slightly disagree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Yes, I do that a lot actually. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Absolutely, yes, agree to it. I have heard so many stories about this, and even I saw the videos about it. Okay, this man was dead for some time and he actually saw what the doctors or other people were doing with his body when he was dead. I was like, fuck, if that spirit still exists, if the man is really dead, and if that spirit still exists, then where will it be? Sometimes when I get shower, I randomly get a thought that if someone is seeing me, like any spirit or something or not, because I really don't know the answer of what happens after death. And if there is spirit, then they might be, wandering here and there everywhere on the earth, like we can't even see them. And that's really weird if I'm in shower and I'm getting that thought, like anyway. Okay, next, you usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Totally disagree. I love my own company. I enjoy my own company. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Absolutely agree. You find it easy to emphasize with a person whose experiences are very different than yours. Yes, I kind of agree to that because I think you get different perspective of that particular thing and get to know different experiences from people. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Totally disagree. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Agree. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Why would I enjoy any social event if I'm already exhausted? I would just go and take some rest, right? You enjoy going to art museums. Sometimes it also depends on my mood actually, so you often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I totally disagree to it because if you're telling your feelings to me and even if I'm not agreeing to it, if I would have been on place of you and if I would not have been felt like how you're feeling right now, still I will just put myself on your place and listen to you what you're saying and why you're feeling the way you're feeling, then I will probably understand your feelings. I won't judge them. You like to have to-do lists for each day. I love to have to-do lists because they work very well for me, but I don't make the to-do list every day because I'm lazy enough to not making it. You rarely feel insecure, slightly agree to it. You avoid making phone calls. Agree to it because I just love to keep the conversations shorter and it is possible only when you chat and not on call, I guess. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Disagree to it. But if there is certain situation where I need to understand my loved ones' views, then I obviously spend some time in understanding their views. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Disagree. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Strongly agree to it because there is no point investing time in thinking about it. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Strongly agree. I still think about the mistakes that I made. I don't feel good about it. It happens especially when I'm happy. I don't know why, it just happens. Embarrassing things come in my mind from the past, and I don't know, I just feel awkward. It is what it is. I don't know. Maybe it happens with so many people. I think so. I don't know. You rarely contemplate the decisions for human existence or the meaning of life. No, I sometimes think about this thing as well, just like I think about after death situations. I'll just keep thinking on it more and more unless I get the answer for my questions regarding these topics like human existence, meaning of life, and after death situation. So yeah, your emotions control you more than you control them. Totally disagree. You take great care not to make people look bad even when it is completely their fault. Kind of agree because I don't think that there is any point in making people look bad even if they are at fault, because for me what is important is they realize their fault, they realize what they did, and they apologize for it. That's what matters to me. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous burst of energy than organized and consistent efforts. I will disagree to it. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. I will kind of agree to it because I have rejected so many boys, and rejection is obviously not a good feeling.
So I always wonder when will they stop thinking of me, or when will they get disappointed in me. I really feel bad for them because I don't like to hurt other people. But it's the thing, rejection is the thing that it's in nobody's hand. It's my decision, it's my life decision. So of course, I just hope that they will get disappointed in me and eventually move on.
You talk too much. You go blah, 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 blah. Just like that. Blah, blah, blah.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Disagree. I hate jobs. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I somewhat agree to it. Of course, it's a personal choice. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Absolutely disagree. I love quiet places. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. Disagree. I mean, I can't really predict anything unless they say something. You often feel overwhelmed. I will kind of disagree to it because I don't feel overwhelmed often. I just feel it sometimes. It's not the regular thing for me. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Disagree to it. If I have made a plan, of course it is like step by step thing for me, but when it comes to executing it, I just skip some steps, and I try to make it as shorter as possible. You're very intrigued by the things labeled as controversial. I will slightly disagree to it because I'm not very much interested in it. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. If that's a good opportunity for me, why would I lose that? But of course, if someone close to me needs it, then I would pass it along to them. You struggle with deadlines. Kind of disagree to it. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Of course, I agree to it. Because see, if you know what you are doing and if you know you are doing it in a right way, then of course you will feel confident that the things will work out for you. Oh, finally. Okay, so I have the defender personality. Let's read it. The defender personality type is quite unique. I'm unique, guys.